let's create our categories first. So if you hover your cursor over trips, you will see taxonomies like destinations, activities, and trip type. We will be creating categories under these taxonomies. I will show you the advantage of creating categories later in the video. Let's start with destinations. You have to click on the destinations first. This allows you to add destinations for your trip. Destinations can be countries or cities. For example, if the trip destination is Bhutan, you can add in the destination name as Bhutan. You can add in a slug, description, as well as add in the thumbnail image. Let's fill in the details. We will start by adding in or entering the name. Add in the slug. Slug is the URL-friendly version of the name, which is all lowercase and contains only letters, numbers, and hyphens. Now, add in the description. Click on Add Image. Select the image that you wish to add, then click on Choose Image. You can also add short description. I'm going to skip it for now. Then, click on Add New Destination. This lists the newly added destination on the right-hand side. The count here shows the number of trips on a particular destination. Because we have not created any trip and we have not assigned any trip to this destination, the count is showing as 0. If you want to add another destination, then you can follow the same process. I have added more destinations following the same process. If you have properly understood regarding how to add categories under destination, then adding categories for other taxonomies are going to be so much more easier for you because the process is absolutely same. Let's move on to next taxonomy, which is activities under trips. Click on it. Here, you can add trip activities along with an image in the theme. Activities can be anything like hiking, skydiving, surfing, etc. Now, just like with our trip destination, add in the name here. Add in the slug. Add in the description. Then, add in the image. Click on Add Image. Select the image of your choice. Then click on Choose Image. Click on Add New Activities, which then lists the newly added activity on the right-hand side. The count shows the number of trips on a particular activity. Currently, there are no trips assigned to the hiking activity, which is why the count is shown as 0. You can add more activities following the same process. Similarly, we will add the trip types. Go to Trip Type from under Trips and click on it. Here, you can add trip types along with an image in the theme. Trip type can be anything like budget-friendly, child-friendly, dog-friendly, easy, difficult, etc. So let's fill in the details here. Again, just like with destination and activities, add in the name. Add in the slug. Add in the description. Click on Add Image. Select the image, then you have to click on Choose Image. Afterwards, click on Add New Trip Type button, which then lists the newly added trip type on the right-hand side. Let's add some more following the same process. The count shows the number of trips on a particular trip type. Because we have not created any trips and assigned to any of the trip types, the counts are showing 0 for all of the trip types. Now that we are done with creating categories, let's create our very first trip. To create your very first trip, From under trips, you have to click on Add New. I will open the link in the New tab. From here, you can easily create your very first trip. Let's go back. Now, let's start filling in the details. First, enter the trip name in the title section, which I will paste it here in the title section. Then, enter the trip description in the description section. Let's go back and let's paste it inside of the description section. Now, if you scroll down, you will find various configurable trip tabs. The first is General. Under General, the first option is Trip Code. For every trip, there is a unique code or identifier that most of the travel businesses use. You can leave it as it is, you can customize it or remove it. Now fill in the rest of the information like trip duration in days and nights. Here, you can also enable the cutoff time. It is the time duration before which the trip has to be booked. For example, if the trip starts 2 days from a particular date, then the trip can only be booked before 2 days, so that 2 days is cutoff time. When you enable the option, you can enter the cutoff time here. Now, you can set the minimum and maximum age. When you enable this, you will be able to set the minimum and maximum age required restriction for booking this trip. Then, you can also set maximum and minimum participants for booking this trip. Click on Save and Continue. Next is Pricing and Dates. This tab allows you to add pricing and available dates information for the trips. First, click on Add a new package. Then add a package name. It is important that you create at least one package for a trip. Let's add the package name as Package 1. Now, click on Edit Pricing and Dates. Here, you will be able to set pricing for different categories. For adult, you can click on Adult, then you can add in the prices. For pricing type, you can either select per person or per group. If you select per person, then the number you set from here will calculate as the number per person who participate in a trip. But if you select per group, then no matter how many people are within that group, the price will remain the same. Let's select per person, then you can also enable the same by enabling the toggle. If the package happens to be on sales, then you can add minimum and maximum packs from here. If you want to provide group discounts and increase sales, then you can do that by getting the group discount extension. Throughout the video, we will come across different paid extensions like this one. I will cover all of these extensions one by one in the future videos, so I will leave out these extensions for this video. Also, you cannot change the adult label from here. For changing the label, there is another setting. I will show that to you in a while. Next is the child category. If you want to allow your visitors to bring in their child, then you can do that with the child option. If bringing a child is for free, then you have to at least set the price as 0. If you don't add in the prices as 0, then the child category will not be shown in the front end. Let's add the price as 0. Then the rest of the options are the same as it was shown in the adult category. I will minimize both categories. Now, apart from adult and child, if you want to add in more categories, like let's say you want to add teens or senior citizens as pricing categories, then you also have that flexibility. All you have to do is click on the link here. Let's open it in the new tab. Here, you will find the option to add in the new category of your choice. Alternatively, this option can also be accessed by going over to trips, and you have to click on the pricing categories. Now let's add a new category. Add in the name of the category. Add in the slug. You can add in the description if you wish to. I'm going to skip it for now. Then let's add in the age group. Then click on Add New Category, after which the newly added category will be listed among the categories that were already here in default. You can also edit categories from here. You simply have to click on the edit option that is available for each of these categories. Now, if you remember, the labels for the categories could not be edited before from the Pricing Categories tab, but you will be able to edit the label from here. Simply click on Edit. Then you can change the name from here. Simply remove the name, then add in the name of your choice. Now click on Update. Let's get back to the categories, and you will see the label has now been changed. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more categories from here. Let's head back. Right now the changes are not showing, so we will save the changes. Click on Save and Close, and we will also click on Continue, just to make sure that the changes we have made from pricing and dates are saved when we refresh this tab. So give this tab a refresh. Again, we will go to Pricing and Dates, and here is the package one that we created earlier. Now if you click on Edit Pricing and Dates, you will find the newly added pricing category from here. To fill in the details, you have to simply select the category, then you can fill in the details accordingly for them from here. Also, the adult label, which we could not change earlier from here, has also been changed. If you have any more questions or if you did not understand any concept from here, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. I have added the link to creating support ticket in the description box below. Next is dates. With the help of this extension, you will be able to create fixed departure dates trips, which means apart from the dates that are fixed, those trips cannot be booked for other days. If you don't want this feature, then the trips created can be booked throughout the year on your calendar. If you wish to get this extension, then you can get it from here. Next is General. Here, you can add in a short description for pricing package. Click on Save and Close. To add more packages, you have to click on Add a New Package. Then you can follow the same process I just showed you to create more packages. Click on Continue. Next is Extra Services. You can click on the link here to get this extension. Extra Services extension allows you to provide additional services such as supplementary room, hotel upgrade, airport pickup and drop, and so on. Click on Continue. Next is Overview. Let's fill in the details. You can override the section title from here. Simply remove the title that is already here, then add in the title of your choice. I'm going to let it be as Overview. Now, enter the trip description. I will go over to the demo page once again. I will copy the overview from here and I will paste it here. Then you can add in the trip highlights from here. Add in the section title for your trip highlights section. I'm going to copy the same title from here and I'm going to paste it as the section title for trip highlights. Next, to add an individual trip highlight, click on the plus icon, then enter the trip highlight here. To add in more trip highlights, click on Add Trip Highlight. Then you can keep on adding more trip highlights following the same process. If you want to delete any one of these highlights, then you can click on the delete icons from here. Now click on Save and Continue. Then comes the itinerary part. First, you can change the section title from here. I'm going to let it be as it is right now. If you wish to change the section title, remove the title that is already here, then you can add in the title of your choice. Then you can enter day-to-day itinerary for the trip from here. Just add in the itinerary title and add in the content from here. Then paste it inside of the title box. Then I will do the same for the copy and paste the content. To add another itinerary, click on the add icon. Then you can keep on adding more itineraries. Following the same process, I have added more itineraries. After you are done, click on Save and Continue. Next is the Includes and Excludes tab. This tab allows you to enter things included or excluded on a trip. You can define what services you provide for the trip and what you don't provide for the trip. First, add in the section title. Then, enter the cost includes title here, and I will paste it here. Then, you have to enter the list of services that are included in the trip and paste it here. Similarly, you have to enter the cost excludes title and the list of the services that are excluded. Let's go back. Then paste the list of services in here. Click on Save and Continue. Next tabs are travel distance and dates. I will not go into these for now as these tabs are custom created unlike the rest of the tabs, but I will show you how you can create custom trip tabs later in the video. So let's skip these two tabs and click on Save and Continue, which will take us to Trip Info tab. This tab allows you to add extra information like group size, transportation, etc. First, enter the Trip Info title. Then you can select the trip information or facts from here. Click on Select Trip Fact option. Then from the list of available drop-down options, you have to select one of these. Let's select transportation, then you have to click on Add Fact. Now you can add in the required information or facts in here. To add more facts, you have to click here again, then select another fact, click on Add Fact. Then you can fill in the details here. Following the same process, I have added more trip facts. Now by default, these trip facts are not created. I had created them beforehand, which is why they are showing here. To create the trip facts, there is another way. Let me show that to you. You have to go back to the dashboard, go to WP Travel Engine, then click on Settings. Go to Trip Info. Scroll down. You have to click on the Add Trip Info icon here. Then you have to add in the field name first. You can add the fact icon from here. Click on Add icon. You can search for the icon or you can select it individually from here. From here, you have to choose input type. It can be either text number, select text area or duration. We have added the field name as destination, which means we have to choose the input type as text. Had our field title been something else, like altitude for example, then in that case, you would have to select number, because the input type can be number for altitude. Similarly, if the field type was supposed to be days or arrival duration or anything else, then you would have to select duration. You have the flexibility of selecting the input type from here. Let's select text for now, then click on Save and Continue. Now we will go back to the same tab that we were working on. We will click on Save and Continue. We will go back to Trip Info once again. Now give this tab a refresh so that all of the changes we made from this tab also gets reflected here. Now we go to Trip Info once again. Now if you click on the drop-down option, you will see the newly added trip fact is also displaying here. If you select destination and click on Add Fact, then you can add in the destination here. I'm re-adding the group size once again. Now, click on Save and Continue. Next is the gallery. You can display either image or video gallery from here. Enable the tab first of all. Now click on Add New Image. Now you can select all of the images that you want to add for your trip. Click on Add Image. Let's add some more. Again, click on Add Image. Similarly, to add the video gallery, enable the toggle. Then, you have to enter the YouTube or Vimeo video URL inside of this box. Click on Add Video, which will then add in the video to your trip. After you are done, click on Save and Continue. Next is the map. You can enter a map image or a map iframe code from here. Enter the section title inside of the section title box. If you wish to upload the image, then you can upload the image from here. If you want to display the map iframe code, then you have to add in the map iframe code inside of this box. Let me show you an example. Just go over to your Google browser, go to Google Maps. Click on Google Maps. Let's search for a random location. Let's go for this location right here. Now click on Share. Click on Embed a Map. Then you have to copy the HTML here. Let's come back and we will paste the code here. Click on Save and Continue. Next is the FAQs. Here, you can add frequently asked questions content for your trip. Add in the section title here. Now, click on Add FAQs. Add in the FAQ question. Then, add in the FAQ answer inside of the answer box. Again, I will go over to the demo page. Let's go to FAQ section. Now, I will copy the FAQ question. Let's go back and I will paste the question here. Similarly, I will also copy the answer from the demo page and I will paste it here. Following the same process, I have added more FAQ questions and answers. I have finished adding all of the FAQ questions and answers. The FAQ section is very important and useful for adding trip-related frequently asked questions and answers. Click on Save and Continue. Move on to your right-hand side. Make sure that you have selected Trip. Scroll down. Here, you will find all the categories that you created earlier at the beginning. This gives you the convenience of selecting the categories like destinations, activities, and trip type, and assigning them to your newly created trip. All you have to do is simply select destination, activities, and trip type from here. So let's select the destination and assign it to the newly created trip. Let's select Bhutan. Let's select the activities as hiking and the trip type as budget travel. You can also create the categories by clicking on Add New options that are given here for all of the 3 categories. But in order to add description and thumbnail image for the categories you create from here, you will have to go back to the dashboard, go to the specific category, and edit the required details from there, like we did earlier in the beginning. Now, let's add in the featured image. Click on Set Featured Image. Select the image of your choice and click on Set Featured Image. Finally, click on Publish. And we will view the trip in the new tab. Here is your newly created trip. Here are the images that you added from the gallery. Here is the description, and here are the various information that you added earlier. Here is the trip cost information. The trip cost includes and excludes information you added earlier, the FAQs, and the map we embedded. On the right hand side, here are the trip facts and the rest of the information. Now let's assume that you want to display the trip facts right below the featured image, just like how it is showing in our demo page. Then you can also do that. To do that, go back to the trip page, then go to trip info. Now you have to copy the shortcode, then go right on top. Let's paste the shortcode right on top of the description. Click on update. Now let's go back to our trip and we will give it a refresh. And here you will see the trip facts is now displaying right below the featured image. If you go back to the trip page, then for some of the tabs, you will find shortcodes like these. You just have to follow the same process to display them on your posts or pages. Just copy and paste the shortcode on your desired post or page and it's done. To make it clearer, let me demonstrate another example. If you go to map, you will find there is a shortcode here as well. So let's say that you also want to display the map right beneath the description. All you have to do is copy the shortcode. You have to go to the top. Then you have to paste the shortcode here. Click on update. If you go back to the trip once again, give it a refresh, you will see the map is now displaying right beneath the description. The same map that you created for the map tab can also be displayed on your description. Not only for the trips that you created, you can also display the same map on a different post or a page. To do that, let's go back to the dashboard, go to pages and click on add new. Let's create a dummy page. Click on publish. Now let's view the page on our front end. Now to display the map on this page, you have to go back to the same page. Then again from your trip page, you have to copy the map shortcode. Go back to this page and you have to paste it here. Now click on update. If you go back to your site and give it a refresh, you will see the map will now be displayed for this page. You can do the same for any posts or pages. If you do not understand the concept or if you have any confusions, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. I have added the link to creating support ticket in the description box below.